Assalamu alaikum dear students. How are you? I hope you all are fine with your home, with your family at home. I am also fine. Welcome to NIPS Home School. Here I am Kamun Nahar, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students of class 7. Today I am going to take your Agriculture Studies class. And our today's topic is lesson 7 and 16 from chapter 5. And the name of this chapter is Agricultural Production. Dear students, today we will know about the method of keeping agricultural accounts for crop production and for rearing poultry. Dear students, why do you want to grow crops? Of course, to fulfill our demands and to make profits. So we need to know the process of the calculation of how to make profit or how to calculate profit. Let's start the class today. Agricultural Production, chapter 5, lesson 7, method of keeping agricultural accounts. And at first we will know about the crop production. And dear students, crop production depends on the person, place and time. So it can be varied. And you need to focus on 3 expenditures. And what are they? There are 3 heads of expenditure in the crop production: ingredients cost, supplementary cost and total production cost. So at first we will know about the ingredients cost. So ingredient cost can be divided into 2 groups, but at first could you tell me what is ingredients? That means the things we need to cultivate crops, like seeds, fertilizers or the laborers. So we can divide these ingredients cost into 2 groups. And what are they? First one, materialistic ingredient cost, and the second one is unmaterialistic ingredient cost. And the materialistic ingredient cost includes, that means the expense for seed, fertilizer, irrigation, insecticides, etc. or the spray. And now look, my dear students, there is a table for calculating materialistic ingredient cost. So this is the sample. By using this process, you will calculate materialistic ingredient cost. Here I took 3 ingredients, and there can be more ingredients in your crop production. So you will add these ingredients like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and you will calculate your materialistic ingredient cost. The first one is seeds, our first ingredient, and we need 5 kg for per hectare. Now look, there is written per hectare required ingredient in kg. So we need 5 kg seeds per hectare. And weight of ingredient taka. So 1 kg is 100 taka. So 5 kg will be 500 taka. So this row is for total calculation, cost per hectare in taka. Now second one is fertilizer. For we need 200 kg fertilizer in per hectare, and per kg is 100 taka. So in total there will be 20,000 taka. So if you want to give irrigation in your field, 3 times, per irrigation cost 500. So 3 irrigation will be cost 1,500 taka. Now we will add these 3 ingredients. So if you have 5, 6 or 7 ingredients, you will just add like this. Now look, 500 and 20,000 and 1,500 taka. So in total there will be 22,000 taka. So this is our materialistic ingredients cost. Now we will go to the unmaterialistic ingredient cost. And the unmaterial ingredient cost, like laborer or animal or machinery which you need to grow crops. The expense required for necessary laborer and animal or machinery strength for producing crops is called unmaterialistic ingredient cost. And there is also a table for calculating unmaterialistic ingredient cost. And our first one is description of work, and then the second row number of laborer or number of tilling, next row per day wage or per tilling cost, and the last row cost per hectare in taka. Now look my dear students, first one is preparing the seed bed and seed plantation. So for preparing seed bed and seed plantation we will hire 4 persons, or there can be more or there can be less. But for this example we write here 4 persons. Now per day wage per person is 200, and if you need to work them for 5 days, you will multiply it by 5, and then for 4 person we will multiply it by 4, and in total it will be 4000 taka in per hectare. So cultivation of land, if you till the land 3 times, we will multiply 3 by 500, because each time it will be 500. So in total it will be 1500 taka. Next one, apply fertilizer. So for applying fertilizer in our land we will hire 4 laborers or 4 persons, and just like the first one we will just multiply with 200, and if we need 5 days we will multiply 5 with 200, and then we will multiply 4 with the total of the multiplication and the sum of the multiplication, and then we will find 4000 taka. So 4000, 1500 and 4000 again. So we will add these 3 numbers and we will find 9500 taka. So this is our total unmaterialistic ingredients cost. Now we will find out the total ingredients cost. We will just add the total unmaterialistic ingredient cost and the total of materialistic ingredient cost, and we will find our total ingredient cost. Now look, there is the unmaterialistic ingredient cost which we find in the first table, 22,000, and then unmaterialistic ingredient cost we will find in our second table 9,500 taka. We will just add this sum and we will get 31,500 taka. So this is our total ingredient cost. Now we will find out the supplementary cost or additional cost. That means the interest on the total ingredient cost and on the land value. So interest on the total ingredient cost and land value during crops production is called supplementary cost. So if you think that the interest on the total ingredients and the land value is 10%, what will we get? Interest on total ingredient cost, now look, 31,500 into 10%. So we will find 3,150 taka, and we all know that how to find out the percentage. Now look, my dear students, if you want to find out the percentage of like 10% of 1000, how will you find it? We all know that we will divide the multiplication by 100. For this percentage we will divide it by 100, and what will be our result? We will just cut to 0. It will be 100. Just like this you will find out the percent of the total ingredient cost. Now look, interest on land value, and if our land value is 1 lakh, so 10% of 1 lakh will be 10,000 taka. So total supplementary cost will be the addition of interest on total ingredient cost and the interest on the land value. That means we will add 3,150 taka and 10,000. So in total it will be 13,150 taka. Now we will find out the total production cost. Total production cost is the sum of total ingredient cost and total supplementary cost. So total ingredient cost is 31,500 taka and total supplementary cost is 13,150 taka. We have found it earlier. Now we will add these two number and it is 44,650 taka. So this is our total production cost. So in crop production there are two income, one is total income and another one is net income, and total income is the sum of market price of the total production cost and the byproduct. So if there is any byproducts, we will add this in our total production cost. So if you think there is no byproduct and the total production is 3000 kg and the market price per kg is 25 taka, our total income will be 3000 multiplied by 25, that means 75,000 taka. But if there is any byproduct cost, like if you produce rice, we can sell rice or the straw, or if you produce maize, we can also sell the maize or the chaff of the maize. Just like this, we can earn some money by selling the byproducts. And if you find the byproducts, you need to add with the total income. And now we will find out the net income. Net income, how to calculate the net income? We will just subtract the total production cost from the total income. And what is our total income? 75,000 taka. And our total production cost is 44,650 taka. Now subtract these two number and we will find 30,350 taka. So this is our net income. That means this is your profit from the crop production. So by using this process, you will find out the crop production for any crop. So my dear students, you will follow this way for the calculation of the profit from the crop production or the cultivation of crops. Now we will go to lesson 16. That means method of rearing agricultural accounts of poultry. And now look, if you want to calculate the agricultural accounts of poultry rearing, you need to focus on the two expenditure. And what are they? Now look, permanent expenditure and rolling expenditure. So what is permanent expenditure or the permanent cost? Means initial expenditure before starting the poultry farm is called permanent expenditure. So before starting the poultry farm, whatever you buy, it will be included with the permanent expenditure, like making poultry house or making or buying brooder or the box for laying eggs. Now look, there is the picture of poultry house, which is one roof, and there is the picture of brooder. And now look, my dear students, there is a table to help you to calculate the permanent expenditure. And what will you include here? Land, making poultry house, brooder, food and water pots, drum and pitcher, box for laying eggs, and total permanent expenditure. And if we have our own land, if we don't need to buy the land, we don't need to add the land value. But if you need to buy the land, we will add here the land value also. So except land value, our making poultry house, for making poultry house we need 50,000 taka. It might increase also or it can be less also. It is an example. Now for brooder we need 2,000, and for food and water pots we need 2,000 again, and for drum and pitcher we will spend 1,000, and for box for laying eggs 2,000. So in total we need 22,000 taka. So for permanent expenditure we need 22,000 taka. And for rolling expenditure, that means all the cost included here. From starting poultry we will include the expenses here. All the costs starting from the chick purchase to other daily expenses is called rolling expenditure. And if we think about the layers, I mean, if you want to rear the chickens like layers, and we need to remember that layers stay in the farm for 18 months. So we will calculate the rolling expenditure, keeping that in mind that these chickens will be in our farm for 18 months. And now look, there is also a table to count or to calculate rolling expenditure. And at first we will write the chick price, and each chick price 40 taka. So it can be 20 taka, or it can be 30 taka, or it can be 50 taka. So whatever is needed, you will just write here. So we take here 40 taka for each chick. So if you think about the 100 layers, so it will be 4,000, but we write here 4,480. Now look, my dear students, it might happen that during when you nurture the poultry or the chicks, 12 chicks might die, or more than 12 chicks or less than 12 chicks. So suppose 12 chicks die. So what we need to do? We will buy 12 chicks again. So this amount is added here. Now look. So on the time it will be 112 chickens. So it will be 4,480 taka. And food purchase 50 kg for each. And each per kg is 35 taka. So in total it will be 1,75,000 taka. And now utility bill monthly 300. So if you think about the 18 months, it will be 5,400 taka. Just multiply 300 by 18. For vaccination and medication, we need 2,000. And for litter, that means the poultry bed, we need 1,000. And for laborer, if you involve any labor, you need to write the amount here. So if you think that you will rear the poultry by yourself, or you will involve the family members, you don't need any extra labor. That means we don't need any money here. And that for transportation cost, we will need 1,000 taka. So in total, we will add this sum, these numbers, and we will find 1,88,880 taka. So this is our rolling expenditure. Now we will find out the total expenditure. And our total expenditure is total permanent expenditure and total rolling expenditure. So what is our total permanent expenditure? We have found out 22,000 taka. And our total rolling expenditure is 1,88,880 taka. Now we will add total permanent expenditure and total rolling expenditure, and we will find this number. That means 2,10,880 taka. Now we will find out the income, and it is possible by selling eggs, adult chickens, litters and food sacks from the poultry farm. Then we can sell adult chickens when they stop hatching or laying eggs. And when they stop laying eggs, we can sell our adult chickens. And now look, for egg selling, daily 80 pieces, 52 weeks, and each egg cost 8 taka. So what will be our total income? Our total income will be 2,32,960 taka. And now look, daily, I mean each day per day we sell 80 pieces of eggs, and you can convert 52 weeks within days, and we all know that 7 days make a week. So you will find out the days at first, and then you will multiply it by 80, and then again you will multiply the sum of the multiplication of the result of the multiplication by 8, and you will find the number. Now chicken selling 200 each. So if you sell some chicks and you have made profit or you have earned 20,000 taka, and litter selling, after selling the litter or the poultry bed, we have earned 500, and then food sack selling, and we have sell 100 sacks, and each sack cost 10 taka, so it will be 1,000. So in total we will find 2,54,460 taka. So this is our total income. Now we will find out our total profit, so for which we rear our poultry. So to find the total profit, we will deduct total expenditure, the total income. Now look, our total income is 2,54,460 taka, and our total expenditure is 2,10,880 taka. So what will be our total profit? Our total profit is 43,580 taka. So this is our profit. So after rearing 100 layers, we have this amount of money, that is 43,580 taka. It can be more or it can be less. This is an example. By using this method or using this process, you can calculate the agricultural accounts or your total profit from rearing poultry. And this chart is for 100 chickens, 100 layered chickens actually. And dear students, there is a homework number 9 from chapter 5. Describe a sample of calculation of income and expenditure for rearing 100 layers. So you can follow this chart and you can make your own answer, but you will follow this method to calculate the income and expenditure of rearing 100 layers. And this chart is also for rearing 100 layers. You can change the amount wherever you need. So my dear students, today we have learned about the the process of calculating the net income or the profit from our agricultural production. So dear students, all of you will do your homework in your SW copies and submit it on every Sunday within 8 AM to 4 PM. Do your homework regularly and study a lot. And your SBS City and diamonds will be given on the basis of the submission of your homework copies. So do your homework regularly. My dear students, see you again. Allah Hafiz.